Yes, Etsy community, hope you guys are well, man. This is your nugget of the week, man. Here's your nugget of the week. I like to give nuggets every week, at least one nugget, just to help my community out. But things that are very, very important and extremely relevant to help you get those sales, guys. Now, listen, listing images. I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress how important. This is like up there, as in the most important things that you need to do for your listings. It's the listing images, right? So my point is this: in whatever niche you're selling, study those great sellers. Use some kind of research tool. I keep talking about EVERBEE. Like, you can use whatever you like, but I like using EVERBEE. You can check out the links on my favorite tools down there. And what I do is, this is my method, is if I'm going to get into a sub niche, I would look at the ones that are selling well around it, right? And I actually like to focus probably more on the recent listings, because they are like for now. They are like, you know, now, and they're already building up quite well. So whatever they're doing is working. And whatever they're doing, part of what's working is they're obviously getting the sales, they're getting clicked on, is the listing images, which is absolutely paramount. So if, say, I'm in this, you know, fish mug wrap niche, right? I'll look at the good sellers. I'll look and study their listing images and see what is working. So if they're making $1,000 a month, I'll look at that listing images. It's not about reinventing the wheel. Look at what they're doing. Look at the listing images. Look at the layout. Look at what's included. Look at the background. Look at the vibrancy. Look at the type of fish. Look at the mug that is on there. Just study every single aspect of the listing images and the video, okay? Study it meticulously and have yourself, like, look at a few good ones. Don't just look at one. Look at a few good ones and see what is actually, what things are similar, right? What are the similar traits with those listing images? Because those are the things that you should be kind of making sure you're focusing on for your own listing images. You know, if I just look at this image right now, right? This one. I know this style works because it's not only for a fish mug wrap. It works in many other sub niches within the mug wraps. I know because I've seen it and it works and it sells. So this style, for example, in this certain category, and remember, you have to base it around your own niche, right? I know that this type of mug design wrap, right, works particularly well, and the video works, the rotating video. And the size of the mug is very important. It's quite big on the listing image. You can see the background doesn't detract your eyes from looking at the design. So it's quite a plain background. It's nothing that's gonna distract you from looking at it. Because look, remember, you need to stand out. When you go down listing images, your job is to stand out, right? You want to stand out. So how you stand out is you make sure that you do all the right things with your listing image. Now, obviously, what I would definitely tend to do is I would look at this and I'll do a validation. So I tend to go to product analytics real quickly, make sure that it actually does sell first, and then study those listings, right? Make sure it does sell first. Okay, so step one, make sure that it does sell first, and that it's a recent one. So I'm looking at this. Obviously, this one is a fish, very niche down type of sub niche category within mug wraps, right? So, you know, could be this one. So I might look at this. It's a 2-month-old listing. Obviously, study it. Look at the listing image, right? So you'd look at the obviously the main image, and you look at the video, and then obviously look at everything else that it includes. But I'd study these images. I'd study them because I can see that they're selling reasonably recent, and then look at the design as well. That is actually on the type of design, because it looks like this type of design is desirable. But the listing image is important, making sure what kind of background does it have. What's the size of the mug that the design is on? What is at the bottom of it? Like, so it's got a wooden kind of bench or table. You know, all of these little things are important. Looking at the contrasting, the colors, the vibrancy of the colors. And this is just the main one. Then I'll start doing the same thing with the others. What do they look like? I can see this one is someone holding it. So actually showing how it could be used in its actual environment. It's very important to have a mock-up of this, you know? So study listings that sell, that work, in particular recent listings, because you can see that this is new information, recent information, recent validation to help you get those sales. Yep. So make sure, guys, study your listings in your niche properly. That is the key to getting those sales. Take care, and I'll see you on the next nugget, man.